Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, my friend? What's going on? What are you up to? What is making you say, way? Yes, indeed. Yes, it's a Friday, and yes, it's a good day. It's a good day because life is full of what I call snacks of celebrations. We take what I call that path of celebrating every moment, nuggets of celebrations, appreciating every moment because that's all we have. What do you think? Have I made a very strong case for celebration today? Yes, I have. Because history does not lie about celebration, does it? We got our birthdays, we got our anniversaries, we got, I don't know, everything, man. Cheers for every meal you take. People say amen, asante sana, every moment they get. And there they go, people celebrating every moment they get a chance. I do not want to forget a celebration that means a lot to me, which is the fact that many years ago, somebody was hanging on a bunch of trees that were put as a cross. And to some people, it's a sad moment, but to some of us, it's a celebratory moment. It's a gesture of rapture. Whoa, rapture that. Hey, man, I just can't stop talking about rapture because in the rapture, the celebrations bursting out the universe. And that's where I take my episode number 68 today, going into the weekend. How was your week? What's happening in your week? The labor of work, the grind of life is taking a toll on you. You're not alone. You're in the universe. The universe that seems to just say, work, 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 and barely do we rest. Hey, take a rest. Take a much needed rest because you deserve it. I'm not asking you to. I think the universe and the people who love you are saying, take the yoke off your neck, you oxen. I call my friends today oxen. By the way, all you friends, man, listen, I'll never stop saying subscribe, man. I'll never stop saying share, like. Keep those views coming because it gives me the energy. It's your rapture to me. You're sharing the content of this magnificent platform of Nico Riada. Nico Riada? It took Tuko Riada. Now it is Nico. I've went personal. Nico Riada, Tuko Riada. And then the other day, what did I say? I said, Tulio ama Tukio la Riada. Man, I tell you what, language is beautiful. I wish I would learn different languages other than the local dialects. I want to learn Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. I don't promise how soon it's going to happen. I've said this to my wife. I'm going to learn Spanish. And then right now, the only thing I know is como estava. Como estava? Is that a word? And I hang around these guys a lot. So yeah, again, to Koreada, we're in athletics. And I think there's something to celebrate in athletics, my friend. Let me tell you why. Because I declare the year 2024 as a year of 800 meters men. I do. Could I be the only one? Maybe. Do I have a bias? Of course. It was my discipline. It was my passion. It was what made me cross the pond, go to college, make a few living out of it. 800 meters is an event that has overtaken the year of 2024. I'm speaking for you from the Northwest, man, because the Northwest has a lot to say about athletics. Let me make a case for the 800 meters men. Stay with me here, okay? You know what? Stay with me. It's gonna be a rapid cessation. What do you call cessations? Yes. Bang, 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 rapid, 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 rapid. Just building a case for the 800 meters. Let me give you why. The year was 96. The Olympics was Atlanta. This is the lineup for you at the final. Rudolph from Norway. Ezekiel Zepeng from South Africa. Second was Fred Onyancha from Kenya. I think Teles from Brazil. I remember Nico Mochebon and my friend David Kipto, who is now a politician. Let me tell you what happened in that final. You can watch it, but I'm telling you what I saw, what I believe. This is why I'm building the case towards 2024. The winning time was 142, 142, I think 143. I think it was 142, 142, 142. Maybe, yeah. Look at the times. But I'm just saying, Rudolph from Norway breaks the Olympic record in 800 meters in the final. A sensational final that has ever been put together since the times I remember. Somebody else can say 92 was William Tanui and Nixon Kiprotich. Those two Kenyans won too. But this Atlanta Olympics produced one of the best of the crop in that discipline of 800 meters. The winning time, as I say, 142. And I think the slowest time in that event was, at the top four, was 142, 143, right? So you're looking at that range. So stay with me. It's getting exciting. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Let's fast forward, because I don't think after 96 we had anything that exciting in 800. I think it almost takes a backseat. Wilson Kipketer, whom I think should have been in that final in Atlanta, didn't go there because of politics, and the fact he was denied by the Kenyan government, led by the totalitarian despot, the late Moi president, whatever you call him, all right? So he doesn't get that chance. I think it would have been better 800-meter final, but again, I'm just predicting, being biased, being a guy that knows Nixon. So I know Nixon knows Wilson, and I thought he could have made a case for himself. But the Olympics is tricky, because when he shows up 4 years later, it's not the same in Sydney. So we're down to 96, right? Let's just go down to 2012 in London. Look at the lineup, man. Look at the lineup. The best lineup you can put out together, right? World record holder David Rudisha takes it all out in 140.9. Then you get Nigel, who is this? Nigel, the Botswanese guy. Anyway, Botswanese guy was second. Third place was Kitum from Kenya. So you had 1, 3 for Kenya. And then Botswana, Nickel, I forgot his second name. Anyway, I think the slowest in that final, the 8th place was 143. I think there was a few Americans there. I think there's a guy who made a good run for that final. So look at the time, 140, world record, incredible. Another world record here in the Olympics from 96 by David Rudisha. You look at the time, you're looking at 140, 141, or that, I think 142 there. It was one of the fastest finals you can put together. Are you done? Listen to that? Okay, let me tell you why 2024 becomes exceptional. Are you ready for Emmanuel Wanyonyi Paris Olympics 2024? Let me tell you the times why I call it the best 800-meter final that you can ever go and watch or see from a distance. 141, 141, 141, 141. Wanyonyi, Marcos Arab, the Canadian, 141. And then for third place, you have Jegati from Nigeria. And I think there you have, who was there? Tual. So you have 141 winning, 141.19, and the fourth guy was 141. I think I've made my case. No other final since the beginning of the finals in the 800 meters have we had the times of 141 being the top four. Top four. Hey, my friend, Emmanuel Wanyonyi has set a standard. If you have to have Jebari from Algeria, you have Marco Arab, all running 141 in the final. Not only do they do that, after that, even before that, we had Wanyonyi running 141.7. He ran 5 141s in 1 year. That is consistency, splendid performance, splendid fast times for 800. Even the sprinter commentators during the NBC final were at all to explain what is going on in 800. I'm listening, my friend. I was listening keenly. And that's why I know what I'm talking about. I'm the authority in 800 for 2024. Stay with me, because not only are we seeing 141s being normalized, being pedestrian, being like, oh, they ran 141. It is the new normal in 800. From the time I've known it, 144, 145 was respectable. Now we are talking of 141 in 800 meters. In the next episode I'll talk about is how 800 meters and marathon have something in common. Stay tuned for that one because we are going deep into athletics. And before we go deep, let's stay here and pause for a moment and now bow down, bend your knee and say, yes, I've made a case for the best year for 800 meters men. If we are looking back to 96, to the year they broke the world record in 2012 with David Rudisha, to what I've called the most elite, the best crop of athletes we ever produced in 800 meters in one biggest show on the planet in the Olympics. Not only did they do that, my friend, that 141 became the target time, and they were consistent. And when an athlete from Kenya is that consistent, and the people behind him are that consistent, then I, Joel Kim Bob Chesimet, declare 2024 as the year of 800 meters men. I've made my case. If you have anything to say about that, please just comment and be nice when you do it and make your case. I've made my case. I've given you a big good span of 96 to 2024. You can't beat that because you know what? It wasn't about beating. It was about celebrating, man. I celebrate the men and women athletics world today because today is a day of celebration. Because celebration is what makes life.